Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Give me a thumbs up just for the intro.
What is up, guys? It's Tommy Bigg Vic, and we are back in the building with another video. Today, I want to talk about one of the most asked questions I get, and that is, what type of truck should I purchase to run my box truck business? Great question. So many different variables. So what I want to do in this video is I just want to kind of break down some of the reviews that are out there on basically maybe the 4 models of box trucks that I've seen out here. And one, International, Freightliner, Hino, and you got the Ford 650 and the 750s that have boxes attached to them. Let's start with International. I have an International with the Cummins engine, Allison transmission. I believe mine is a DT 4300. It has the Cummins engine and Allison transmission in that. And so far, my personal experience, I've only really had one issue with that truck, and that was the depth sensor went out, and that's common amongst all diesel vehicles that have depth systems with them. So that's not an uncommon issue, but that's really the only issue I've had with the truck since I purchased it, with 173,000 miles on it. All right, so let's get into a review of the International truck, and then we'll check out the rest of the trucks. Just kind of some reviews on them, and I want to just come to a conclusion at the very end of this video, so that if you're looking and you're stuck on which truck you should go buy, hopefully this video will help you make a more sound decision on which direction you want to go in. Because what I don't want you to do is get stuck on one specific brand, and that's the only brand that you're out there looking for, or model that you're looking for, before you get started inside of this business. All right, so let's go. All right, so I'm on top rated list. All right, so let's read this one. International box truck reviews. Overall customer reviews for International box trucks are positive. Customers commonly praise the company for their vehicle's durability, stating that even International's medium duty trucks are able to handle whatever is thrown at them. People especially enjoy the MV series, with some saying that the combination of the Allison 6-speed transmission and Cummins L9 engine offers superior launch power that enables them to make more stops in less time. While reviews are mostly positive for International box trucks, there are some that claim to have issues with the company's trucks. There are customers who have stated that it can be tricky to get the best truck configuration, especially when you use the truck for multiple applications. Others have talked about issues with used vehicles, saying that there were problems with the truck that they had never been told about. It should be noted, though, that these are common complaints across all makes of box trucks, and have more to do with making sure you know what you need from the truck, as well as dealer honesty, respectively. As with any other product or service, it is important to read all available reviews before making your final purchasing decision. Take a used vehicle for a test drive before driving. Have your mechanic peek under the hood, and don't be afraid to ask others about their experience with the truck. It's a great review. What I like to say is, and I tell everyone that's looking at trucks when you guys send me DMs, I've told basically everybody, like, look, if you're looking at a Freightliner, if you're looking at a Hino, if you're looking at a International, Ford, whatever you're looking at, make sure you get as much paperwork as you can get on that vehicle before you buy the truck. And everyone always asks, man, well, how many miles should I be looking for when I purchase these trucks? Once again, a lot of these trucks can get up to 1 million miles. But before I leave you guys with that statement, I'm going to read some reviews on a couple of the other models when it comes to mileage. So let's get into the next one. Looked up review for the Freightliner. Let's get into the Freightliner. It says Freightliner is a company at the top of the truck industry with decades of experience behind them. So it comes as no surprise that the majority of customer reviews are highly positive. It is common to find customers praising Freightliner for their enhanced customization options that allow people to build the vehicle that works best for their needs. Customers also enjoy the performance of Freightliner trucks, finding that their abilities are nearly unmatched. There are not many negative reviews for Freightliner box trucks. Some customers feel that the vehicles are too expensive, with performance not matching up to the price point. Others have talked about issues with overpriced used models. but it should be noted that those problems have more to do with the dealer than with Freightliner. Always be sure to read through any available reviews before making your final purchasing decision. The best way to see how a vehicle will work for you is to see how it has worked for others. So don't be afraid to ask around and see how people feel about it. Before purchasing a used Freightliner truck, take it for a test drive and have your mechanic look under the hood. All right, so that's Freightliner. I know quite a few people that have Freightliners. They love their truck. The truck is serving them well. But guess what? Every truck has its maintenance issues. All of them. So, but if you have a DEF tank on there, at some point, that DEF system may fail. So, that's what all diesel trucks, not just Internationals, Hinos, Freightliners, or Fords. They all may run into that issue. You can go on YouTube and look that issue up, that DEF issue up. At some point, you may run into that issue, all right? So if you're not buying brand spanking new, at some point, you may run into that issue. I mean, if you're not dropping $100,000 on a new box truck with 0 miles, you may run into some type of issue at some point. That's why I tell everyone, listen, keep your maintenance money to the side. As you're making money in this truck, put your maintenance money to the side so that you can have a cushion that you can tap into if anything was to go wrong with that truck. Okay, so that's Freightliner. Let's go over to Hino. For Hino, here's what I found with Hino. I went and found a review on the Hino, and the first review that I seen was came across 3 Hinos with all the same problems. People buy them thinking it's a low-cost investment. Wait until you get the repair bill. So Hinos have the Toyota engines in them, but some mechanics say, that they can be pricey to fix the Hino engines if something were to go wrong with that engine. It is a commercial vehicle. It's not your typical Toyota, with the cheap parts. It's not that. So you also want to do your research on the Hino. A lot of people say they want Hinos. I know some people that have Hinos, and their Hinos were in the shop getting several repairs. Good trucks, but at some point you will also need a repair maintenance work done to these vehicles. So like I said, just don't get stuck and set on one particular box truck, for your business. Keep your options open. Right now it's kind of like what's available and what's possibly a good engine, what's possibly been well maintained, if it's been has it been fleet owned, has it had, ongoing maintenance that's been done to that vehicle. So these are like very important things that you want to keep, in mind before you go out there and spend all this money on your vehicle. Let's talk about the Ford. Let's go over to Ford. And so guys, the best that I see for Ford straight trucks is subject to maintenance and use. The Ford F650 750 can last up to 250,000 miles or even more. This means the average F650 or F750 truck can stay up to 10 to 15 years and still be in good condition. So when it comes to a lot of these trucks, guys, it all depends on how well the vehicle has been maintained. So that's going to be like your biggest hurdle that you'll have to jump over to kind of find out what you're working with. So paperwork. As much paperwork as you can get on these vehicles is what you need to be aware of. So I'm sure there's going to be people in the comment section that have Hinos that had issues, Freightliners that have issues, Internationals that had issues, and F750s or 650s with boxes on them that have had issues. So hopefully this video right here is going to be a thread of reviews on all these vehicles that I just mentioned, that box truck owners have these vehicles, what issues they had with those vehicles, and if they had any, and can you'll be able to make a better informed decision on which vehicle you should possibly be going to purchase. Like I said, with my International, only issue I had was a depth sensor issue and the depth heater, depth sensor all of that, the whole DEF system. I replaced that entire unit. Repairs ran me about $1,500 through the international dealership. Even though I had a warranty, the part wasn't available. I had to go find my own part. A subscriber had another part that they gave to me graciously, and I was able to get my DEF sensor, DEF heater core fixed and back on the road. So you're gonna run into maintenance issues. Have money set to the side already, just in case anything happens with your truck. You can get it taken care of, get back on the road to making more money. So at the end of the day, just make sure you get the maintenance records, guys. Do your research, do your due diligence. If you have a diesel mechanic, have them come out, take a look at your vehicle. Even if you got to throw them some change, have them take a look at it. Take it for a test drive, bring it by your mechanic's place. Let them look under the hood, listen to it. Sometimes you can listen to a vehicle to tell, if something's going on with it. Any lights or anything. Definitely check all that stuff. Especially if you're working with an honest person that's selling their vehicle. It's still a few honest people out there that are selling vehicles. Even some of these dealerships, those are the ones that you really got to keep your eyeballs on. So, be aware. Be aware. Just don't be so thirsty to jump in to buy anything out there. You can always rent a vehicle if the price is right, and if you can get unlimited miles on that thing. You can always rent. But I personally purchased. Some people like to purchase, some people like to rent. Just depends on how you want to run your box truck business, or I'll just say your trucking business. I hope this video helps you guys out. Hopefully people will drop their comments down below and their experiences with each vehicle. You can use this video as, I know people like to drive an 18-wheeler right into the comment section on most videos like this. So have fun, guys. Hope you make a great decision. Hope you get started in the business. And always, if you need help, or if you need to set up a strategy call with me before you get in this business, all the information is down below in my description. I'll also drop the link up here right now for you. If you haven't gotten a course, if you need a system that you can follow to get, to get a blueprint going before you get started in the business, of course, you can always tap into the course, sixfigureboxtruckbiz.com. Before you get your ELD, you guys know you can reach out to Ashley Wright. If you reach out to Keep Trucking through my video and don't speak to her specifically, and you call the company directly and you're not talking to her, basically that referral still probably may not get credited to me for referring you to them. So make sure you speak to Ashley or fill out the form that's down below in the description box. That way she can reach out to you directly, and you will receive a $100 gift card by letting her know that I sent you. Or if you call her directly, she will send you a $100 gift card, a Visa gift card that you can use however you like to use it. All right. So it's the homie Bigg Vic TV. Hope you guys have an incredible day, incredible night, whichever time I drop this video. And I will see you all in my next video. Always hustle, never stop growing. See you all in a minute. Let's eat.
To let you go, but maybe it's too late to figure it